Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for your support, the likes, shares, subscribes, views, comments, donations, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell, let's clear out this energy, and then we'll just see what the message the Spirit has for us this Friday evening. Mm, I forgot that I had did a short video for the members, and I forgot to move the cards back in front. There's a realization. It's clear as a bell. Crystal clear. Hey, Saida. Hey, Feral Wolf Dog. How are you? Mm, bottom of the deck. But the signs are with you already. Clear as a bell. From death comes rebirth. Told you, somebody wants to start all over. They want to come back. They want to do something over again. They want another chance because they're stuck where they're at. They made a bad decision, stupid decision, you know, and they're looking for guidance. They're seeking guidance, and they may be seeking guidance from you, but they're kind of wondering where will it lead them. But they just know that right now everything is going south in their life, and they feel like there's a lot of things that's going on that they don't understand, and now they're starting to understand what you was talking about. Now they're starting to say, back off, voodoo. Hey, Shaylin. Hey, Nana. Hey, Miss Christy. How are you? Yeah, somebody was working too hard, because it's like they didn't want you to ever heal from heartbreak. But now there's been a powerful energy shift. It's something about the spirit realms. I feel like, you know what, your ancestors are coming in, kicking ass, take a name and took their name. Because this person is noticing some powerful personal growth on your side. And they miss you. Oh my gosh, they miss you. They never thought that they would say that they love you, but they love you and they miss you. What they miss most about you, it's your ability just to kind of know the information. Like you have some type of ancient wisdom. You have this book of secrets that you was like, let me flip through this. It's like they could talk to you about things and you'd be able to pull stuff out of the air. And it's like the way that you would think or how you would explain things, it mystified them. They took it for granted because they was like, here they go again, all out in left field. But now that they're being attacked, spiritually attacked, they want that because they want to know the side that they cannot see, the side that they chose not to see. But they know it's time for a change. And this person, they should have counted their blessings, but they didn't. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, like they say, you don't miss your water till the well runs dry. Well, somebody's well is dry. They want to come back. They want to come back not because they've really changed. They're going through it. That's why they want to come back. Somebody, they should have thought about where somebody was, what guidance somebody was giving them, or where they was trying to get them to go in the first damn place. This is the question that they should have asked themselves. You giving me all this good advice, but I need to really think about where this good advice is actually going to lead me. Had they thought about that, they wouldn't be in this pickle that they're in right now. I'm telling you, they know some strange things is going on, and they know it's like they're being under attack. Somebody don't want me to talk, but I'm gonna get it out. They know they're being attacked, and this person is working whoever's attacking them is working too hard to attack them. This person is just trying to get over this heartache and heartbreak so that they can be their true self, like they see you being your true self. But there are certain signs that this person is starting to see now that they glossed over, they refused to see, they didn't want to see, they had the eyes closed, whatever. Now they're starting to see the signs. But one sign that they're really seeing, that they can't get out of their mind, their head. That's what comes around, surely goes right back around. That's a sign. That's what somebody failed to see. That was some guidance somebody failed to take. Yes, and now this person is having some sweet memories of you. But you know what? They did you so wrong. I'm telling you, the past wants to return. And they want to return because they have these sweet memories of you, because you was always sweet to them. Nobody want to go back to the mean gene, anybody growling machine, but they want to go back to the one that treated them right. Something about the glamour of what they was doing, the intrigue, the drama that got them going there. They want to heal from that now. It's no longer glamorous. It's no longer intriguing, but it's just now drama filled. What else, Spirit? Somebody don't want me to talk. Too late, too bad. I've been talking all damn day. What's the message? What's the message? Hey, Sheila, how are you? Yes, we are. We are in a happy, humble, grateful, and blessed moment. God is good. Yes, and I told you they refused to go through. Yes. Yes, you see clearly what's going on. This person, they also see clearly what's going on. It's almost like now they finally awakened. And now they're looking at their life and they realize it's cleanup time. You know, this person is asking for a miracle. They are praying for a miracle to happen. Hey, Nurse Oasis. But you know what? That offer that they took came with the very tempting price. I mean, a tempting offer came with a very high price, and they are paying that price. It's more than what they ever thought. Hey, Terry, how are you? Happy Friday to you. Yeah, see, this person thought that you was going to be having to heal from the heartbreak, not them. Not them. And they see clearly, yes, what goes around comes around. It's like they miscalculated. They listened to the wrong ones. They didn't do their homework. You know, they wasn't listening to their own intuition. They wasn't even listening to their own feelings, how they really felt about you. They didn't even stop long enough to even consider how they really felt about you. And the truth of how they feel is that they actually love you deeply, dearly. They actually need you. But you know, like I said, you don't miss your water till the well runs dry. You ain't that thirsty until you thirsty. And when you thirsty, you like, damn, can I get a drop of water? Because I'm thirsty as hell. See, somebody didn't think about that. Yes, exactly. Devil is the author of confusion. I'm gone too. I don't deal with that. I don't stick around, nothing. I got a really short fuse, and people are like, you should be more patient. You don't know what the fuck I've been through. So my patience was years ago. And I'm not babysitting no grown mother truckers. I don't babysit grown ass people. Either you know how you need to act or you need to move the fuck on. That's it. Short fuse. I don't do them bullshit. What's the message? I'm patient. I'm kind to children. But to grown ass folks who know, mm-mm. See, somebody's holding on way too tight. They was holding on way too tight to a situation how they wanted it to work out. They wasn't looking at all the information and thinking about there's so several factors and several variables, and things can shift and change and morph and slip and slide and stop and go and everything. They didn't think about all that. But now it's like they feel like it's time for a treat, or their spirit guides are feeling like it's time for a treat. Because now this person is finally starting to transition to the spirit realm, starting to open themselves up, starting to understand that there's more than just them here in the 3D. How absolutely closed-minded do you have to be to only figure that there's just what we can see and touch and feel? You know, just the miracle of how we all got here. There was an egg, there was a sperm, they came together, and all of a sudden, here we are. That should let somebody know there is a God. It's not just all science. Island girl. Hey, Hummingbird, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? How are you doing? Did you change your name? What's the message? Because I started noticing, like, or I don't know if it's YouTube, but it looks like some of the names are slightly different. But I mean, now somebody, okay. Oh, damn it. Oh, okay, we're back. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was like, damn it. But yeah, now somebody, they know that they need to go into this healing. It's time for healing, and that's the treat that they're ready for, is that healing. Because they have to be true to themselves. They have to. They can no longer be this mystical made up person that is making them that's making them upset, that's keeping them unhappy, confused. That's made it so that people don't even trust them because they're not displaying who they truly are. Yeah. See, they know it's time for a change because their ancestors are like, we're here. We are here on the spot. I feel like somebody really had to hit rock bottom. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So, what else, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Yeah, I remember Hummingbird. I even have a card with you dedicated just to you. Yeah, I'm telling you, they miss you. They miss the hell out of you. They can't stop thinking about you. And, they know that there is a clear solution. The clear solution is just to leave the bullshit, drop it, start all over, and begin again. But see, somebody, it's like for whatever reason, I feel like there's so much bullshit for them to have to leave because they was walking around with this distorted view. Like they were seeing it, but they didn't want to see it for real. So now it's time for them to open up their eyes. Now they cannot unsee it because they can't see anything else except for what they refused to look at before. Bottom of the deck, something is over. Something is over. I feel like somebody's journey, somebody's path, somebody thought that they was on the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm on the way up. They thought that they was. They thought that they was going to be a wealthy man until somebody came in and changed that plan. The person that came in and changed the plan because they thought that they was going to be this wealthy man is the same one that they got involved with when they decided to kick you to the curb. And now they sitting here thinking about all that they wasted. They was thinking that I had this gift right in the palm of my hand. I was with the gift. And they was right. They was with the gift. They was sitting here thinking about how hard you worked to help them. You did this, you did that. You was there. You was available. Oh, you need help? I got you. No, I'll readjust my schedule. No. It's no problem. You know what? This is what we do. This is what we do, right? Hey, listen, I'm for you, you for me. You was only for them. That was never for you. You're thinking about this. They was never there for you, but you was always there for them. And now things are different. Everything has changed. In the not too distant future, these secrets are going to start coming out. They're going to come out. And this person, you talk about a wealth of secrets. That person is holding a lot of secrets. Nothing to make them rich. But this person is holding secrets that they hope to take to the grave. About a secret lover. See, that mature woman was supposed to have been some official person in your family, like a mama, a grandmama, an aunt, a sister, something like that. That was supposed to have been somebody in your family. But that is somebody that tried to keep you stuck. No matter how old you were, what stage or age you were, that was somebody who tried to keep you stuck and was always false, was never true, didn't have your back or nothing. And now judgment is coming. That day of judgment is here. And that relationship that they thought that they stole, that relationship that they wanted to be in, that secret lover, this shit is done. I mean, they are arguing. It's barely. They don't want to talk to each other. They're just trying to keep up appearances right now because right now they feel like they have to because they're looking like the town's clowns. AK hypey. And they're expecting something. I'm telling you, they're looking like the town's clowns because they was expecting this sudden wealth. They was like they on their way until people started hearing about what they was doing. And then everybody was grabbing their pearls and they was shocked. Like what? Like what? Like why would you do that? Something about this main female. This is somebody who is of high honor. And you know what? This person that wants to come back, they sitting there looking like a bum with their head all in their hands. Because you know what? Just like they say, what a difference a day makes. Everything is now totally different. They didn't expect this because the secret came out about this woman. They didn't expect this. This wasn't supposed to happen like that. It was this main female that said it. But see, they didn't think that, somebody that was doing something wrong was going to be called to task. Was going to have to answer to that. Was going to have to answer to the law. And if this isn't the popo, then this is the spiritual popo. They didn't think they was going to have to answer these questions because they didn't know who this main female was. And she is the official person. She don't play. She don't have time to play. Somebody wanted to stick their fingers in something that wasn't theirs to stick their fingers in. They thought that they could, they was going to outsmart or do with something else. No. What's the message? Yeah, everything is changing. Everything is changing. Somebody's going to get this message. Like somebody is going to get some message about some unexpected income. And this could be, having to deal with the family, a house, a business or something, but somebody wants to take a trip. They want to come see you. I'm telling you, it's one of these people, from this relationship that want to come see you, one of these false people. You know what? And it could be a child from this couple. But whatever it is, this shit is over. This path is over. There is no going back together, walking hand in hand and completing the journey. There is none. The moment that somebody decided to not be faithful, not be loyal, the moment that somebody decided that they was going to take you out, do you wrong, do you dirty, and discount you and not even care about you, that was when they cut their own nose off to spite their own face. What journey? What path? There is none at this point. You are now seen as the privileged lady. And somebody sees that too. They made a judgment call. I feel like at first they made an incorrect judgment call about you. But now whenever they see things, because everything is playing out, and they see, you know what? You're the official person. And it's because of you, things have changed. It's like you moved. There's everything in that vehicle. You moved. You left. And that's why everything else is crumbling. Somebody that was working so hard to do something against you, they are in bad health. This is that main male who was trying to work so hard, who was trying to have this secret relationship. Now his shit is bad. He don't feel good. He working hard. His money is funny. He not looking that good right now. I'm telling you. And he got something like another bill. Something big that he wasn't expecting, that he cannot afford, that he can't pay for. Things is going bad, and somebody thought that they was working to get this sudden wealth, or whatever they was working on, they was going to get this sudden wealth. But now when this person really sits back and they think about it, all the money in the world cannot replace what you provided. Somebody may have to go to court, and I feel like somebody's going to lose everything. Somebody's about to lose everything, all because they was just trying to be so greedy and get this gift and not thinking about it until it was too late. Now they realizing they was duped. They was trying to work with this couple to get this money from you, only to find out that they was duped. See, it's like this. Somebody thought that if they kind of got close to this person, you know, and they knew that this person had these expectations or was in line to get this a lot of money, like a will or something. They thought if they get close to this person, if they strike up that best relationship with that person, then they could go ahead and expect that money when it was time, whenever this mature man was gone. There's something about the ancestors, something about these ancestors in the background. They said no. Mm-mm. They said no. I don't know if what happened or whatever, but they said no. So now in the not too distant future, I'm telling you, these secrets about this woman is getting ready to come out. People are going to be like, oh, shocked. But it's not really shocking. It's just that, people go, I never expected it from that person. Wasn't that person a nun? Whatever. They were still a human, right? Whatever title they held, they were still a human, right? Hey, one diva. What's the message, Spirit? Almost like somebody, they expected you to stay around. As long as you stayed around, they would be able to work this plan. Nothing would change. Everything would be good, But you left, and now everything is fucked up. Nothing is working. And you sitting here looking like the privileged lady. And this entire family is in despair. Because if you left, when you left, you took all that spiritual wealth with you. And that was the most important thing. And that's whenever, there was a judgment call made against this wealthy man, the one who looked like they was doing so good. And you know what? This is the one who had to go to prison, like in spiritual prison, because your ancestors was in the background. Somebody was trying to do something to you that was going to leave you. You had no idea they was going to try and do something to you that, when they was no longer here or you couldn't get to them, like, let's just say it's somebody's will and they passed on and you think, okay, well, I'll get a little bit. They was going to do something like, I ain't giving you shit because you was in shit and that blah, 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 and I'm giving the only thing I'm giving you is my shit streak draws, or some stupid shit like that. Something just to make it, that final dig. But that's not what happened, because this relationship fell apart. You changed. They didn't. You changed. And when you changed, you became the privileged lady. Now somebody from one of these secret lovers, I'm telling you, now somebody want to get with you. Now somebody they want to be with you, but it's like, no, I'm so good on that one. Because now they know that you get the house, you get the property, you get the business. Now they want to be with you. And it's not because they want to be with you because they've changed. It's because, you know what? They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed. You know, they had to go to court. And you know what? I feel like they had to give over everything that they had. And now this person is definitely concerned because they don't know where they're going to end up. And then to sit here and wait on this unexpected income and this message ain't coming through and they still waiting and waiting and waiting for somebody to kick the bucket and that person ain't kicked the bucket. You know, their money was going down and dwindling and their resources were dwindling and they was like, damn, when is old boy gonna kick the damn, when you gonna die, dude? I mean, I need your money. And so they were sitting there desperate and now they're in despair because they was the ones working with the thief, working with that couple, thinking that they could finagle, they could schmooze, they could do whatever thieves do until the law got involved, especially something that this person did at work, this main male, something that somebody did at work and was supposed to have been a secret. Or what they was working on was supposed to have been a secret. Hey, Beatrice, love. But the secret's out. You know, somebody lost it all. They lost it all because they wanted to be greedy. They wanted to come for your great fortune, but they didn't realize it was never meant to happen. Spirit wasn't going to let it happen. I'm telling you, somebody is deep in thoughts and they are very concerned because this money that they thought they was going to get by tomorrow is never going to come. So they want to come see you. Somebody wants to travel to you. They want to come see you. They want to be like, hey, can we just forget about all that? Yes, I know that I was holding the weapon to your head. And I know that I had said, I'm going to take you out and stuff, but I was really talking about for dinner. I didn't mean like, but can't we just be friends? Because they feel like you know what they was working on, what they was trying to do. That little plan, that little scheme, they feel like you kind of know what they was really trying to get at, what they was trying to really do. And that's why you changed. That's why you moved. That's why you said this ain't working for me. I'm done with this relationship. Because you knew these secrets. You just said, I'm done. I'm going on my way. I'm gonna just finish my path. That single road ahead. Yep. And this is whenever that main male looked at that gift and said goodbye. See, this main male may even have a child. And I feel like this child has the same gift that you have. Because this child has said things in the past and it's made somebody think and be in their thoughts. And then they're like, no. Just smart. My child is just really intelligent. But now it's like that child is saying things that there's no way they could know. And they're talking about it. There's no way that child could know. But the child is bringing it up and they're talking about it. This is what puts somebody concerned. because now they're understanding, they're getting a big message that, you know what they did to you, it's like they was doing it to their own child, because their child has the same gift that you have. Let's just say that you're clairvoyant, you're clairaudient, you're one of the clairs, and their child is one of the clairs, like the same clair that you got. So they recognized it with you, and they was beating you up because you have it, only to find out that their offspring got it too. So they're gonna beat up on their offspring? Is that what it is? Somebody wants to come see you so bad, but you know what? Spirit is not letting them come near you. Spirit is not letting them come near you because of this. These two. They was working with these two, these secret lovers. Spirit said, no. Until you clean your ass up, you ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. You know what? I remember talking to this one woman. This is whenever I lived in Missouri. And I used to sell life insurance. And I was talking to this one lady, and she was an old white lady, and she was talking about when she was growing up, she said she didn't like Black people. She said she would give them a hard time, and she was a police person. She said she would rough them up. She would take them to jail, you know, this, that, and the other, because she didn't like the color of their skin. She said, but she has a whole new appreciation for Black people now. I said, why? She said, because it makes a difference when you have a grandchild that's half Black. I said, oh, you're sure right. That's how this person is feeling. They were sitting here doing all this raw dog shit to you, only to find out that, you know what? They're more connected than what they thought. And they are in deep despair, because they was working so hard and tirelessly, because they was trying to end you. Because see, if they got rid of you, then you were like the one that was next in line. I'm taking it to get this unexpected income. You know, within this whole family community, you was the one that was next in line. And so this person was kind of concerned, or got a concerning message, you know, about, you know, hey, something about the distant future, or the not too distant future. You know, this mature woman was like, hey, I got this plan. I got this great idea. Me and so, you know, we've been together, but, you know, we be acting like we just friends, but, you know, we secret lovers, but they don't know. But so we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and we're going to get this wealthy man's money. And we're going to need you to do it, because guess what? This wealthy man is looking at you like you of high honor. But they didn't know that wealthy man was looking at the relationship that they had with that main male, and already had some concerns, because they had heard about what somebody was working on, how somebody was working to get some sudden wealth. I feel like a little birdie came and talked to somebody. And when I say a little birdie, I mean like maybe they had a dream, maybe they had a vision, maybe it was one of, you know, they was watching TV and they could hear one of their ancestors, one of their relatives, you know, in their ear telling them something. So I feel like this person went down to the courthouse and they made sure that their child got what it is, because they wanted to make sure, because they was concerned Because all they could see was somebody trying to cut somebody else out, trying to take something. And this person was concerned because they was like, no, I worked so hard, so long, so tirelessly for all this. I don't care who it is. They ain't just gonna come in and take it and destroy my whole empire that I built. So that's why everything had to change. Because you were now seen as the official person. You're the one who don't play. And if you do play, you don't play with them at all. Hey, Yanni, how are you? Marcia. Yes, I'm telling you, somebody is upset now because they realize they couldn't overpower you, privileged lady. They could not overpower you. In fact, they tried, and now they are in spiritual prison. And they have expectations whenever they get out of spiritual prison that they're going to have to pay the cost because they was trying to overturn the boss. Somebody was trying to steal from this child. Somebody in this family trying to cut somebody else out for the love of money. What's the message, Spirit? Yes, this mature woman gonna have to go to court. Gonna have to go to court, or she gonna try and take this privileged lady to court. But whatever it is, it's not gonna work. They're gonna get a message that, ma'am, if you don't go sit your old ass down, please. Because they're gonna be like, no. Like, she don't even have those stake to claim. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was gonna try and take somebody to court over to contest the will. Well, I am the ex-wife. They be like, get her out of here. Get her, in fact, lock her ass up. Wasting my damn time. I put that fucking judge robe on for you to talk about coming in here talking about some you the ex-wife. Get out of here. You know, something crazy like that. Yes. Oh, yeah. She's gonna sit there and I'm telling you, gonna say no, like she's gonna try and make it seem like they still together. Like they're still together. Because she has these expectations that, you know what, like with this mature man and this child, like they thought that, okay, well, maybe this is a person that thought, well, even if we've been divorced for 40 years, when he dies, I get everything, right? Because I was married to him for 3. Didn't it all come to me? I mean, so what that his child was, but I get everything because I'm the ex-wife, you know? Some people think like that. It's like, no. Hey, Black Beauty, how are you? What's the message? What is the message? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yeah, whatever they're going to try and do, they're going to try and do, but stop while you got ahead. In fact, y'all are already behind. Just stop because it's not working. And I'm telling you something about this main male. There's a judgment call that's being made in the not too distant future that there's going to be seen. Somebody was a thief. Somebody's going to jail. And guess what? They're going to have to serve some time. They are going to have to serve some time. Because somebody thought that they was going to get this sudden wealth until they got that subpoena. They said, show your ass up in court Monday morning. Court starts at 8, but we want you there at 7:45. All because somebody was working to try and take your gift. All because they had this great, these lovers had this great idea how they was going to get this great fortune. and somebody dumb was following. Well, who sang that song? Was it Smooth Criminal or something? Mm-hmm. But they wasn't smooth. Yeah. Somebody tried to be a rock star. They was trying to go in and do all this daring stuff. You know? This could be a Leo. This could be a Leo. You know? Somebody thinking that they was super smooth, but you know what I'm gonna tell you? Judgment is here. The spirit said no. The spirit made that judgment call. Spirit is putting their hammer down. Hey, 007 maniacs. Spirit is putting their hammer down. Mm-hmm. Because of the past. And the truth about the past has come out. Especially how somebody, they took a leap of faith. It's like they took a leap of faith. Maybe somebody was trying to hack your accounts or something like that. You know, they was trying to do something because, like I said, they was expecting to get this money. They was expecting the wheel of fortune to go in their favor. I'm telling you. And this is somebody's mama that was expecting this. You know, they was thinking they was going to get this, they was going to be happy, you know, they were going to be spending lavishly, and you was never going to know nothing about it. Nothing. And what they was going to do with you, oh, they didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit about you. They didn't give a shit about your heart. They didn't give a shit about your life. They didn't give a shit about your love. They didn't give a shit about nothing. In fact, they was even getting ready to cut this person out. They was waiting on him to die. Just the one with the money. They was like, damn, dude, you ain't dead yet. I mean, I ain't trying to sound rude or nothing, but damn. I told you, my friend, at the funeral parlors, they'll give me 50% discount if you can conveniently die between this date and the 3rd. This is already the 17th. I mean, like, come on now. You ain't getting no younger. Yeah. Maybe they weren't that cold, though. Hopefully not. I don't know if they were. Somebody was like, excuse me? What's the message? I thought I saw something flip. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody they want to call the truth for how cruel they was to you. Now they want to be like, well, all right, you win. Damn. Now I understand I gotta go show up at this damn courthouse on Monday morning at 7:45. How about we call the truth? Somebody, you know, even though they realizing that they was trying to do you wrong, they didn't give a shit about you. I'm not even gonna say trying to do you wrong, because that means that they was even cared a little bit. They didn't. Now they pause enough just to see that, you know what? It's like somebody, they didn't want to see that you was a high priestess, but you outsmarted this damn devil. And it's this devil that's really worried. Really, 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 really worried. And there's somebody that they wanna ghost the situation. You know, because now they know that they tried to cut you out. They tried to do something. Now they want to ghost the situation because now they want peace. This could be your parents, the emperor and the empress. But whatever that relationship was, that's over. That's been over. You know, and like I said, somebody thought They had somebody trapped. They thought that they had somebody trapped, and it was just a matter of time, before they was going to get theirs. They just could hold on a little bit longer. They was going to get their healing a little bit of time. They didn't just take a risk. They just need to take a little bit of a risk. But whatever they was going to work on, they knew it was going to work. Only to find out the shit did not work. They thought they was going to put 3 swords in your back, and they was trying to do it secretly. Only to find out that, guess what? With the 7 of swords, the 7 of cups, and the 7 of wands, that was some spiritual protection. See, somebody's wondering, what happened? They're confused because they can't even tell that they even did you any harm. They're upset now because you was able to fight back, and how did you even know what they was doing whenever you wasn't even around? This is something that, what they have been working. This group, they have been working for a long time on this. They was working nonstop on this, but you know what? And they didn't think, and they didn't sit there and think that you saw anything because they wasn't paying attention. But you paid attention. It's like you knew it, you heard it, you something, and you were speaking your truth. Now they want to be like, well, let's not argue. Let's just not argue. No, I don't love you, but I'm just saying, let's not argue. Because they couldn't get dominion over you. They couldn't take control over you. And they didn't know that you was this earth angel, and you was closing this cycle. You was traveling. This person is somebody that is sitting here watching you online, and they can't stand it because you moving forward. Spirit is moving you forward. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. You getting everything that you could have possibly asked for and possibly wanted. I feel like, that you were even the matriarch, seen as the matriarch of the family. A title somebody else wanted. Not only that, but you know what? You get the victory. You get the success. They're looking at you as the star that you are. I'm telling you, you got some good information. You got some good news coming in. Things are coming in swiftly for you. Damn it. Your connection is unstable. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I saw the little connection unstable, but it cleared up. I'm so glad y'all are back. Yeah, it's almost like something that somebody's working on. I feel like your power is increasing. You're stable. You're working on something new. But it's like what somebody else was working on. They thought that they was doing the damn thing, but they're not doing anything. Now, whoever they was working with, they're arguing. They're fussing, they're fighting. Everybody can't get along. Don't know. Ain't nobody seeing eye to eye. But whatever they was trying to do to you, it's over. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. And it was futile for them to even think. It was futile for them to even think that they could overpower you. They was confused, thinking that you was confused. You was chilling. You was taking a rose quartz salt bath or whatever that shit is called, that pink Himalayan salt bath. That's what you was doing. And like I said, this devil is worried because they don't know how you knew that they was the devil. They don't know how you knew that they was the devil because they thought they was being so incognito. But let me tell you something. You on top of your game. And you told them. That's the killer. You told them. What else, man? Yeah, I'm like, somebody, they want to come back. And it's not because they changed. They ain't changed. It takes months. It takes months if you do some intense work. Years if you're just doing the regular shit to change. Somebody got to go through something and grow through something before they can change. Yeah, this could be your mother that now wants to come to you. Man, go on with that shit. You know, go on with that shit because that was the one who was sitting there putting out all this, pointing the finger at you, saying that you was doing this, you was doing that, you was doing this, you was doing that, only to find out that shit failed. Nobody believed that shit. Calling you the liar, trying to paint a picture and stuff like that, like they was dressing up a whole situation and make it seem like you was breaking their heart when that was not even the truth. The truth is they was trying to ruin you because they wanted you to face nothing but disappointment, loneliness, or whatever, and you was their child. This is why you were by yourself. This is why you don't want them to be around. I don't know, K-Hypey. Yeah. Everything is going in your favor. You was able to protect yourself. Ask her. What you say, Black Beauty? Hell to the no. Exactly. She sure wasn't expecting that. Exactly, 007 Maniacs. Exactly. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, the truth about, your new beginning is coming out, and the truth about this person looking like a fool is coming out too. Like why you even had to defend yourself. The truth of why you even had to defend yourself is coming out. And like I said, someone is looking like a fool. Yeah, somebody was, this is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody was a dark witch. Somebody was jealous. They was vile. They was nasty. All of that. And it's like they wanted your gift. They wanted your happiness. They wanted everything that you had. They wanted to control you, but most importantly, they wanted to be seen as the matriarch. Even if this was your mother, that doesn't necessarily mean that they was the matriarch or even seen as the matriarch, because it's not just a title of who the oldest is in the family. It's like that's an appointed position. Appointed and anointed position. This is something that God says, this, you have the gift, or I'm putting you in charge. It's like, yeah, but like God put you in charge. Because I feel like, with this, what's the message? It's like, I kind of go forward with that Six of Cups. This is something from years ago. This is something from a long time ago. This has been going on for a while. This person has been like this forever, like wanting to hold you down. That's why you were the one that was chosen. God saw this. That's why you were the one that was given the wealth, the position, because you are the star. And like I said, somebody else, they were sitting there pointing a finger at you, talking about this, that, and the other, what you're not doing. You didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. But whenever you close that chapter and you went by yourself, then that's whenever the judgment call was made, because people were still looking at the person who's sitting there still pointing the finger, and they realized, oh, wait a minute, this is not even the truth. Somebody was just making the situation, trying to dress the situation up to make it seem like they was the innocent party. That's why this person is getting this sorrow and they feel this defeat, because they know it was futile. It's like this person wouldn't stop. They went from the 3 of swords to the 5 of swords to the 7 of swords. They just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And now justice has come out. The law. Somebody that thought that they was the master of games, whether they was trying to play with you emotionally, play with your mind, play with your, somebody that just thought that they was just the game master. Now they're hung up. They tripped themselves up. What's the message, Spirit? I feel like there's at least three to four people that's like really, really, really nervous. Like not knowing what to do. One person is really nervous because they know that this is the person that's the youngest, because they know they screwed themselves up the most because they got the longest to live. The others, they don't have that much longer. Something about somebody was trying to do something. They was trying to work on something because they wanted to try and gain some type of power. So they was going to try and create some type of spell or something because they wanted to have some type of power over you. But yeah, no, justice said no. The law got in the way. The law was like, no. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. I don't know. But with this 2 of Cups, though, this is somebody, I feel like this is somebody that you really care for, too. This is somebody that's younger. This is somebody who took a gamble, who stood on his high horse saying this untrue shit about you. But whenever people was looking at you, that's not what they saw. They saw that you sweet like the kindergarten teacher, and it's like who you are as a person. They didn't see this, when somebody was trying to make it seem like you were. What else, Spirit? Yeah. But yeah, something about your happiness, your joy. It's like I feel like something about your happiness, the way that you are, the way that you present yourself, the way that you mix, you mingle, you talk to people, is how you help people, your heart. This is something that somebody didn't see. It's like they missed it. They missed it. They felt like you was too boring, like, and they wanted to, they missed it. They were sitting there acting like you was out here doing this old risque shit. But that wasn't you at all. That was not you at all. If anything, you was an earth angel appointed to be the matriarch. Because you are a truth teller. And you knew you was going to get victory. It was just a matter of time. There's some information that's coming in. It's some information that, you may have had an inkling about it, but now you're going to know. Now you're going to know, because somebody, they need to close a chapter. And whenever they close that chapter, they know that the only way for them to close that chapter is they're going to have to come in. They're going to have to be truthful, because they're tired of getting their ass kicked by a spirit. And they know that, as long as they continue to live the lie, they will continue to go down. If you ever looking for your life to go up, if you ever looking for confirmation, what I'm saying, if you ever looking for your life to go up, to get better, to grow, you cannot live a lie, even a little one. Because God knows. We have to be completely honest with ourselves and with everyone else. It sounds embarrassing whenever the truth comes out, as far as, how we fucked up. But guess what? The good news is we weren't the only one to have ever fucked up. But we have to be honest. We have to be truthful. Because if not, we'll never get better. We'll never grow. The life will always go down until you hit rock bottom. And once you hit rock bottom, that's when you say, you know what? I have nothing else to hide. So why shouldn't I be honest? Yeah, somebody said this whole game is over because they was caught. They're tired of wearing masks. They're tired of asking people for this advice, and they giving them some old crazy ass advice, or they don't even ask for advice, and somebody putting their 2 cents in. Someone like, I didn't ask for your 2 cents. Please go on about your business. This person realizes that they was just nothing more than a puppet on a string. And the beef ain't even with you. They don't even have a problem with you. It's just that, some other people was sitting here fucking with you. And so somebody, instead of them having the courage to say, hey, y'all need to hold that shit down, they didn't. So now you see this person as birds of a feather. I'm telling you, somebody is going to jail. Because you know what? Spirit said they putting a stop to all this bullshit. And it ain't nothing personal, because they didn't have nothing. They wasn't feeling nothing personal for you. No empathy, no compassion, no love, no light, no respect. They felt nothing personal for you. So don't you feel a personal motherfucking thing for them. This is somebody who swore they had some secret videos of you. Swore up and down they had some secret videos of you. See, this is a person that really does need to come in and provide a sincere apology, because they know that it was wrong. There's no excuse. There's no way they should have even done that. They were wrong. Whole time you were surprised. Whole time you were surprised. And they was acting like you was the scum on the bottom of the shoe. The shit that you like, oh damn, I hope this shit come off the bottom of my shoe. It's like they was trying to mock you. Never try to mock me. You be better off mocking your damn self. Because baby, we're covered by God. Because when you rely only on God, it's God that gives you favor. Now this person is feeling like love has overcome them. Now they want to get, now they're sitting here thinking about you, and they realizing now because they're thinking, damn, these jail bars are going to be hard, cold. I can't bend them suckers. I can't manipulate them suckers. I can't even lie my way out of them motherfuckers suckers. But you sure did lie your way into them. Yeah. This is somebody who's weak, timid. This is somebody who would fuck up and then they're too scared to make it right. There's somebody who's too scared to come and apologize. And all you could do is tell this person, you know what, I hope that you are able to heal yourself. This person tried to look at your Akashic records. Sorry, baby, your Akashic records are cloaked. Can nobody see what's in there? Something about this special night out. Maybe you're going to have a special night out. What else, Spirit? Yeah, they slept on you. Damn, that's too bad. Something is going to happen on Sunday. Something to this fallen angel. And I feel like maybe on Sunday, this fallen angel is going to realize that you are God's greatest gift to them. And they fucked it up. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. Let's see. I plan on working some overtime tomorrow for some easy money at my job, which is just like in the next room. So I'll probably come on tomorrow early and maybe only once. But then I'll be back on Sunday. I'm either going to work overtime on Saturday or Sunday. Who knows? Just depends on how I'm feeling. All right. Hey, Miss Pretty Girl Swag. Thank you so very much. All right, y'all. I really appreciate you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do look forward to seeing you soon. All right. Let's pray for each other this evening and for tomorrow and Sunday. All right. Good night. Bye now.